We are 12,000 professionals around the world, 80 offices, 40 countries. And just to give you a perspective, when I joined, there were 700 people in total in the firm.
So, Anthony, before we get started with A&M, tell us a little bit about yourself and growing up and kind of what led you to A&M, because you've got a pretty long career both in mergers and acquisition, but even a long time before from that standpoint.
Sure. Well, first of all, JP, thanks for having me. It's great to be here. Nice to see all of you. JP's told me a lot about the company, his office, but it's really cool to put everything together and see it. I'm here in Atlanta. A&M has an office about a mile away in the Monarch Plaza, so very convenient. But maybe I'll just give you a quick background of myself, and then I'll share with you a little bit of my story. So, again, I'm Anthony Caporrino. I'm a managing director with Alvarez and Marsal. I co-lead the U.S. Transaction Advisory Group. I've been with A&M now for 20 years. It'll be 20 years in July. And I'm a CPA by trade. I started my career at Arthur Andersen. I then spent time at Ernst & Young. I graduated Boston College with an accounting degree. And I joined A&M at the time where the firm did not have a transaction advisory group. So my partner, Paul Aversano, who is the global head of transaction advisory with A&M, when he joined, I was his first hire. So we had about 5 people, a couple pieces of paper with some ideas, and 20 years later, here we are. So my group in the U.S., I oversee 500 people. We're 1,500 professionals globally on the transaction side, and Alvarez and Marsal, we are 12,000 professionals around the world, 80 offices, 40 countries. And just to give you a perspective, when I joined, there were 700 people in total in the firm. So it's been quite an amazing growth story. As far as my story, how did I become CPA and get into this? So it's probably in my genes. So my father, who is going to be 84 tomorrow, is still a practicing CPA and has a 30-person firm in Jericho, Long Island, with 3 other partners that he founded in 1976. So I had no idea what accounting was growing up, but my dad used to take me to his office sometimes on the weekend, and I would see how people would talk to him, listen, and at a very young age, I said, I don't know what he does, but I'd like to be somehow when I grow up, have people listen to me and think what I say is important. And as I got older and learned more about it, it interested me a little bit. And then in college, I worked there every summer. I was studying accounting at the time, so it was great to get a practical aspect of what accounting means. It was a great experience. I got a job offer at Arthur Andersen. I didn't start until the December after I graduated, so I got 4 full summers working for him. And I learned a lot, but what I also learned was probably the most important thing. I didn't particularly care for that type of accounting. It was very much tax and audit driven. They do a great job. It's very technical. I just didn't have the attention span for it. So what I learned as I was in school and observing was mergers and acquisitions were more my interest and more of my, I guess, personality. And that's how I got into it.